What's up, guys? Welcome back. This is my boy Adamslink. How you guys doing? Good morning, afternoon, evening, depending on where you guys are watching this video from. Of course, we saw the title of this video, so we're going to check how the story of 100 level student from Federal University of Oyi Ekiti. Her name is Atanda Modupe Deborah. Unfortunately, she has passed away. So the story is quite touching, very, very horrible one. This is a student who decided to study. And unfortunately, up to today, we do not know what happened to her. So she went for night reading right inside the school campus, right inside the school compound, and she never returned. Night reading, and she never returned. I never knew that this night reading was still very much that students are still practicing night reading, because me myself, I practiced it when I was in school. Then I used to go to school for night reading. Her friends informed the school authority that she was missing the next day. They informed the school authority that she was missing, and they did nothing. A friend informed the school authority, and when the school authority did nothing, they decided to form a search party. And 2 days later, they found her body in a shallow grave right inside the school compound, in front of a pharmacy building, with her eye plugged out and other vital parts missing. However, the school authority denied it. They never denied the girl's passing, but they denied the fact that, according to them, her body was still intact. No eyes were plucked out and no vital body organs were removed. So according to the school press, they said the university management has received a report on the case of Mrs. Modupe Deborah Atanda, who was reported missing at Wednesday, 6th September 2023. And management is saddened at the current turn of events. It is important to promptly inform the entire university community that immediate steps have been taken in this regard, as all national security personnel have been drafted to handle the situation. As a matter of fact, several arrests have been made of suspects. To this end, all students, Stream A and other full-time students still on any university campus are hereby directed to vacate the premises with immediate effect to ensure a proper investigation. It is worthy of note that armed security personnel have been quickly deployed for patrol, surveillance, and security purposes. Rest assured that all steps would be taken by the university to fish out any and all people involved, and they shall face the full wrath of the law. A new resumption date, okay, they never really addressed the issue, but there was still another report they released that said her eye wasn't plucked out and her vital organs were not removed. You know, it's easy to blame Yahooboys for such things. Easy. And you know, a kitty precisely is filled with Yahoo Plus boy. Yahoo boys, I meant to believe, is different from Yahoo Plus, according to the people who differentiate them. You can be a Yahoo boy and graduate to be a Yahoo Plus. Yahoo Plus is the one that add the ritualism and everything to it, you know. And then they start hunting for blood of humans or blood of animals to add to their hustle. You know? So unfortunately, we do not know what happened to Modupe. We do not know. But the fact is that she went missing while she was going to school to read, overnight reading, and thank God she was in the school compound, in the school premises. So she was actually going to read, not visiting anybody. But unfortunately, this happened to her. Well, they are still investigating, and we'll check out what will happen next. And we have an incident that happened in Gariki yesterday. Gariki Market, Abuja yesterday. For those of you who, whenever you feel like you have been intimidated, or you feel like, okay, I know it's painful to be intimidated. You can borrow someone money and the person will refuse to pay. We have seen instances. You borrow someone money, the person will refuse to pay, and the person will tell you, do your worst. And you know, the worst that many people can do nowadays is to go to the police and bring police to arrest that person. You know, it's common in Nigeria. And this issue happened in Gariki Market. A tailor, a DSS officer, gave this tailor a clothes to help him to sew. Unfortunately, the tailor didn't meet up to the date, and they have been postponing this officer. So this officer came with DSS, and they came to that shop. Something happened, and they fired a shot that hit the tailor and also hit another woman that was in the shop as well. Then everywhere just was turned into chaos. People were running, enter. The DSS officer was running, ran. Apparently, according to the news, the DSS officer ran to the nearest police station. And when he entered the police station, they came into the police trying to destroy the place, but very fortunately, they were able to calm the situation down. Nobody died. They were all rushed to the hospital. And of course, I believe the DSS should immediately take up the responsibility and bills of those patients first before talking about any disciplinary action against the DSS officer. I know how painful it is when people will want to count your own right. I know how painful it is when you give someone things to help you to do and the person will be dribbling you. Some will even go as far as not even finding your material that you give them to sew. We have seen that situation before. So such situation, we don't really know how to go about it. I think the best thing is to report the case to the police. Do not come with DSS to intimidate anybody. Report the case to the police, and the police will promptly invite the man, the person involved. Invite the person involved and meant to sign undertaking. Well, you know, we are in Nigeria, and we understand how this kind of thing they go. We understand. We have some people who have strong head. Even if you bring police, they will still tell you no. They will tell you they are going to, you know, people just find every little power they have to count another person's right. That's how it is in this country. That's how it is. So this is according to DSS, because they also released the statement. They said they have arrested the DSS, have arrested the DSS officer that fired the shot, and the officer will be dealt with appropriately. They already released the statement as well. And let's talk about the Yahooboys. So I have two videos for you. Here's one video, a pastor praying for a Yahooboy that he will succeed, that his clients will pay him, and all those kind of sorts of prayers. And here I'll play another video where a pastor was discriminating and speaking against Yahooboys. And in one point, he also said, instead of Yahooboys going after those people that work very, very hard for their money, why don't they go after politicians? And it made a lot of sense there. A lot of sense. But first, let me play the video of a pastor praying for Yahooboy.
Those of your guys that came to celebrate with you, more block to their accounts. From today, that stubborn client that refused to answer them, they came to celebrate with you. I decree at the son of Oracle. Before now, till 7 days time, your account will be carrying the block. In the name of Jesus. As I decree, so shall it be. In Jesus' powerful name, it is done with you. Me that is praying with you, I'm the servant of Oracle.
When you pursue wealth at the expense of fellow human beings, you are pursuing trash. You are trashing people to get a treasure that will be a trash in your life. So I don't understand it when people who steal and dupe others get angry when ministers dare to condemn it. Yahoo. That Yahoo means a set of people who will just lock themselves up in the house through their computer, look for somebody who is vulnerable, and you dupe the person of everything he labored for. And now this person becomes so broke after 30, 40 years of laboring. You steal everything the person has, and the person is dying of depression. The person is dying of hypertension, heart attack, and you are comfortable. Something tells you that this is the way to go. And as some musicians sing, to endorse that kind of lifestyle means for you that it is normal. And you think that God will close his eyes and you will end well. It's not possible. If Yahoo means tricking people, defrauding them of their hard-earned money, leaving them penniless or nothing, and they die of attack and all of these things, how do you want to end well? And Yahoo is not enough. People added plus to it. From plus tomorrow, people will add times or multiplication. Because you must advance in evil. And some people consider it a legitimate, they call it legitimate hustle. How can stealing be a legitimate hustle? If you are that kind of person, you can't end well. See, don't marry. Don't marry. If you're a young man or a young girl, you're involved in that kind of lifestyle, don't marry, because this one, God does not cause any generation. Generational cause is not coming from God anymore. Ezekiel 18 has showed us that. But there's something called consequences of action. You do people like that, their family now go and marry. Maybe probably you are doing Thanksgiving in churches or so you see. You think that will be enough. I beg, don't marry. If you don't want to return the money, eat it alone and die alone and go to hell alone. Because if you marry and give birth to children, your children will suffer the consequences. At least if you even want to be a Yahoo, target politicians who are stealing money. But you will not target bad people. It is people who worked honestly. At least target the bad politicians so that on that day you and God may even have a conversation. You say, what did you do? You say, God, but check the guy and I'll check him. He must still. There is nothing good about it. You are trashing people to win treasures that will become trash. Anything that trashes people. No. Solomon's heart was in the right place when it was all the people. He wanted to rule well. He said, God, I'm not asking for anything. You have already made me a king. Meaning that Solomon is saying, if being a king cannot make me happy, is he more fame? Is he more wealth? So what I want is, let me rule these people well. The people were his treasure. And that made God happy. When we get a politician in Nigeria, we say, Lord, let...
Well, we already know how it is with the Yahoo people. Understand? Mainly the reason why most of them do it is just to buy the latest car, to buy the best champagne whenever they are clubbing, and so many other irrelevant stuff. And again, he made a strong point when he said go after the politicians. But unfortunately, the poor are merely the people who are looking for the next way to get rich. So in the environment where we have so many people that are poor who have little money to invest and they're looking for the next something to like double their money, you will get all those kind of victims there. So please, I want you guys to have a rethink. Yeah? Yes, there was a pastor praying for a Yahoo guy, and there was a pastor praying against Yahoo people. So that waiting, that which one I want to make Jesus Christ do now? Which one I want make him do as Christians? Well, thank you guys for watching. Support Adamslink. Have a wonderful day. Stay blessed. Bye.